Hi guys, we're back.
What's up?
So this is the first time we're doing a video like this in person. That's just because we watched one of the best films of the year, by far. We watched Retro. Literally just stepped out of the movie. Oh, let me turn on the light. Just stepped out of the movie theater, and we're recording this in my car, as you can tell. In one word, Karthik Subbaraj, take a bow, man. Take a bow, Karthik Subbaraj. What a crazy film that was. Like, genuinely, I had my expectations set based on the trailers, and I was expecting one thing. This man flipped the screenplay on its head and gave us something completely different, and I was there for 110%. I was there for it, and I loved every second of it.
If I had to put one word, like I was initially, if you told me before, I would have said comeback. Because Suriya, after Kangua and the phenomenal movie that it was. So I had to, I was expecting a comeback. But no, this was more than a comeback, bro. This left me, in one word, satisfied. That is the first time in so long I've watched a commercial movie and just felt satisfied.
Yep.
Just walked out of the movie and I was like, oh my God, this covered every single thing that I could have imagined. It was insane. It covered every single element, and for the first time in a while, I actually watched a commercial movie without, somewhat guessing how the ending would go.
Yep.
Usually when you see a mass movie like Karthik Subbaraj does a lot of mass type of movies, right? Mm-hmm. When you see a Peta or you see even like a Jagamet Tandiram, like any of the other movies, right? He's very massy, and I expected that completely. And yes, this movie delivered on that. But I promise you, the ending is better than that. It'll leave you satisfied. It's not just a classic hero kills villain type of ending. It is a very good ending, and for the first time in a while, a commercial movie actually covered a lot of the genres as well. Mm-hmm. This is not just a Masi film. I will tell you that straight up right now. Karthik Subbaraj himself said that this would be a love story with action. And when he said that, I was like, he's kind of just like saying that on the surface. But I promise you, when you watch this film, it is a varied group of emotions. And Suriya covered every single bit of it. He is a performer. I have said this straight up during the trailer reaction too. He is a performer. He performs whatever is given to him by the director, and he did it to a T. And for the first time in a while, his screen presence and mass was on a different level, bro. And I'm so glad he's back. I'm so glad he's back.
Nah, Suriya is back. And touching on the ending aspect, no spoilers. But Karthik Subbaraj's ending have like a special place in films. They should be studied. When you say Karthik Subbaraj, he has his frames, he has his like music sense, but his endings are what should be studied. When you look at Pizza, when you look at Peta, when you look at Mahan, Jigar Tanda and Jigar Tanda XX, all of these, what is so special is that cut to black and a Karthik Subbaraj Padam title card comes. And the endings of a Karthik Subbaraj film are just top notch, and they should be studied in film schools. You have so many movies nowadays coming up with like a part 2 or just a basic hero kills villain. And you have a younger director like Karthik Subbaraj who flips the ending on its head. And it's like, I will give you something you have never experienced before, and I will give you something that you will never expect in your wildest dreams. Again, like Pavan said, throughout the entire film, I was like, okay, we know where this is heading, but how will it end? And Karthik Subbaraj delivered on that 1000%. And honestly, hats off to the writer. Hats off to the screenplay masterclass he pulled off in this movie. It's genuinely one of his best films. Honestly, all of his movies are really good, but I would have to put this up there with a Mahan, with a Peta, and a Retro. They're all up there in like his golden category of films, because that's how great this film was. And of course, coming to Suriya, my God, welcome back, Suriya sir. It's been a long time. We've missed you. We've seen you on the small screen, but it's been a while seeing you as a performer on the big screen. obviously his last outing, Konguwa wasn't that big of a hit, and he was not the reason for that movie to becoming a flop. He gave his 100%, but seeing a film in which he gives his 100, the director gives 100, every single person in this film gave their 100%, and with that Surya పేకాడించేసాడు. Literally shake every scene he's in is a mind blowing అసలు.
No, honestly చెప్పాలంటే the best all around characterization I've seen in so long. For the first time, ఎందుకంటే ఇలాంటి మూవీ చూసినప్పుడు మనకి ఎలా అనిపించింది అంటే ఓ మాసి ఒక స్క్రీన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఎక్కువ క్యారీ చేసే ఫిల్మ్ అని అనుకుంటాం, కానీ లేదు, ఇది మాస్ కవర్ చేశాడు, ఎమోషన్ కవర్ చేశాడు, స్ట్రగుల్ అనేది ఫర్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం ఒక మౌల్ స్ట్రగుల్ కాదనమాట ఈ ఫిల్మ్లో క్యారెక్టర్కి. అది యూజువల్గా మనకి ఓకే లైక్ ఈ కమ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ అ బ్యాడ్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ రైజ్ టు ద టాప్ అన్నట్టు క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్ ఉండిద్ది. కానీ ఈ ఫిల్మ్లో యాక్చువల్గా ఓన్లీ ఫిట్ ఫర్ సూర్య, నాట్ మెనీ పీపుల్ యాక్చువల్గా అసలు చేయలేరు ఇలాంటి ఎమోషన్ క్యారీ చేయటం అనేది. ఇట్స్ ఇంపాసిబుల్ ఆనెస్ట్లీ. అండ్ సూర్య లైక్ ఐ సెడ్ performer and complete performance ichadu. I'm telling you, Suriya is a phenomenal actor. He showed it completely in this film. Munde cheptunanu, ee film matram if you're not big into action, you know, then I get it. It might not be your type of film. But if you're expecting an action film like Karthik Subbaraj does, it's going to be there. If you're expecting a love story, it will be there. If you're expecting other elements like, you know, good music, and good supporting cast, and, you know, just a technically sound film, that's what this is. This film covers every element other than, you know, like in a commercial movie, obviously you expect comedy, but that's not what this movie is. Karthik Subbaraj, for the first time in a while, it feels like, just in movies in general, producers and directors are giving us this kind of idea of what a movie is going to be. And then when you go to the movie, you have all this hype. And then you come out of the movie and you're like, oh my God, it fell short of what they promised me. For the first time in a while, I'm saying this pure-heartedly, I walked in, had good hype, and I was like, okay, this is what I want. They better deliver on this. It was delivered and more, bro.
Yep.
It was delivered and more.
I have to say another thing. I missed seeing Surya in Love, man. Honestly,
Seriously.
Surya in Love is something else. We have seen this like in Kaka Kaka. We have seen this in so many of his films. For me, obviously, biggest Surya in Love film is like a Gajini, or like even especially a Vandara Mairam or Surya Son of Krishna. And after such a long time seeing Surya going through that love and the heartbreak, I was like, dude, come on. Like, I felt his pain, and that speaks to how good of a performer he is. But other than that, speaking of the other aspects of the films, the other actress, obviously Pooja Hegde, she is such a phenomenal actress. It's just that sometimes her script selection can be so trash.
Yeah.
And because of those few films that she's made, people troll her. But like, her script selection is so good in sometimes, and the characters that she picks, and when she picks those correct characters with the correct characterizations in the correct movie, she will pull them off to a T. And she was basically the heart of this film. In one word, she was the motivation for Surya's character. She was the reason Surya does anything that he does in this film. And it was just an all-around amazing performance by Pooja Hegde.
No, honestly, the thing is, I mean, look, మనం తెలుగులో Pooja Hegde ఆలోచిస్తే త్రివిక్రమ్ ఫిల్మ్ అని ఆలోచిస్తాం. You know, so for me, the way I associate Pooja Hegde is తన పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఎప్పుడు ఇచ్చిద్ది. I feel she's a very good actress in that sense. But choosing good films is a different thing.
Yep.
Choosing a good character that you have is one thing. Choosing a good film is another. And that's very difficult for any actor, because a film can go through a million things. It can go through, you know, it can go through production house sometimes. It can go through dates getting mixed up between actors. There's a million different things that could go wrong in terms of the filmmaking process. But when you choose a good film, and specifically in Pooja Hegde's case, choosing a good film, choosing a good character, again, this feels like the first time in a while, and I keep saying that for everybody, but like it is very true. I have not felt this satisfied about no wasted characters in the movie. J-Ram, right? Yes, J-Ram, Suriya. I honestly did not feel there was a wasted character in this movie at all. And in that sense, Pooja Hegde's character was beautiful, and like Jatin said, the motivation, and to just see an actress in a role that is not just for looks. It was a genuine character. It was a genuine motivation.
She's not there for glamour. She's there for the story, for the plot.
Yes. Everything in terms of looks for both characters. Visuals. I mean, we already know Karthik Subbaraj is an absolute legend when it comes to visuals and cinematography in his films. Everything was on point in that sense. I did not feel there was anything messed up there. The only place, if there was a negative for, I'm saying, people that like don't like these kind of Masi films, right? Maybe for you the action might be too much, but to me a lot of it felt justified. For the first time, the action didn't just feel like, oh my god, it's just a fight scene all over again. He's just fighting people back and forth. Look, in the beginning, I'll tell you what. There is a lot of times where there's no resistance. And guess what? To make up for that, the fights were extremely stylish. The fight moves, the attention to detail with the fights, it's not just a lazy fighting, throwing arms, guys flying everywhere. No, it's not that. It's very stylish. Suriya absolutely nailed the fight sequences.
It's perfectly choreographed fight sequences.
Yes, a fight is usually like a dance. And in that sense, there has to be a good rhythm with it. There has to be a good flow with it. The flow in the fight scenes was phenomenal. Maybe towards the end, you'll be like, oh, okay, oh my god, this is a fight scene all over again. But guess what? Right when the fight scenes become too much for you, they hit different elements in the movie. If I say anything more, it'd be a spoiler. But I'm telling you, as a person that isn't much for violence, but is somewhat there for action, I felt satisfied with the action in this movie. It was phenomenal.
And one of the last aspects I want to talk about in this film is obviously Santosh Narayanan, Sana, the GOAT. Dude, Sana always goes off for Karthik Subbaraj. Always he goes off for Karthik Subbaraj. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know what happened to him in this movie, but Nizanga, like every song, every BGM, every time, and like everything just works perfectly. Okakanima, the one, Kannadi Puve, everything just felt right. It felt earned. And every time when I'll say this, but like the lose your fucking mind BGM comes on, you will lose your fucking mind. That's all I'm saying. And just Sana, he went off, and he was just an added bonus to an already amazing film. And of course, Karthik Subbaraj's frames, his visuals were amazing. Suriya carried not the film, but he carried the story, and he carried everything else. Basically, what I mean to say carried is not like that it's a bad film or anything. I'm saying whatever Karthik Subbaraj had was amazing. He just pushed that to another level with his performance. And Sana gave it that extra boost with the BGM. And basically, overall, I would have to say, like, this is one of the best films to come out this year in 2025, without a doubt. What about you?
This is for me the film of the year. Thus far, we're sitting in April. Obviously, you know, summer. May. You're right, May 1st. But yeah, May 1st. A lot of movies coming out for the summer. But thus far in the year, holy, for the genre and what the producer, director, and actors promised us, this fully delivered. If whatever you're expecting from this film, based on everything that has been said and everything they want you to expect from this film, it will fully deliver. I will give you 100% on that.
I would have to say this movie for me, solid 4.5 out of 5.
Oh yeah,
4.5 out of solid 4.5 out of 5. It's pushing a 5.
No, like I haven't seen a commercial movie this good in a while.
This is a 100% complete commercial film, and it's like a 4.5 out of 5 any day.
And look, it's not everyone's cup of tea in the sense that commercial movies usually are, you know, a little bit more like the action is you know, like a little bit more stylish, a little bit more, you know, common man type of thing. It's not that kind of movie, but if you're expecting, like you can tell by just the trailer, by the looks, and what everybody is saying, it's not that kind of film. It takes it a step up.
Yep.
It takes it a step up, and for the people that like that kind of genre, it is perfect.
Yep.
It is perfect.
Overall, amazing film. A great theatrical experience after a really long time, in my opinion. And
The theater experience mattered, especially for the end.
Yep.
At first, I was like, do I really want to go? Can I just watch this later? But after watching it today, I promise you have to watch.
I forced him to come.
Yeah.
I forced him to come. I was like, we're going to this movie,
Yeah,
man.
and look, it's the BGMs were placed
So perfectly.
The BGMs and the song sequences somehow went above and beyond what I had expected. It was actually insane. Like Kanima. My god,
dude! Okay, that'll be spoilers. That'll be spoilers. That'll be spoilers.
But I'm telling you, just believe me on this, bro.
Yeah, no, Kanima was a highlight of the film, easily the highlight, and of course, once you get to when the one starts playing, the song, the one it starts playing,
dude,
goosebumps.
I did not expect
all
that,
over.
Bro. I did not expect that.
I was waiting for it to happen. They were like teasing us. They kept giving us like glimpses. They kept giving us like small hints in the background. Karthik Subbaraj was purely teasing us with the one. The second that hit, goosebumps all over, shivers. I was like, nah, that just hit different. But no, if we talk anymore, this will be getting into spoilers.
Yeah.
If you want a spoiler-free review, I'm definitely down to do this. Maybe once the movie comes out on OTT,
Yeah.
like a deep dive, like we have been doing.
I'd love to revisit this movie.
I would 100% love to revisit this movie once it comes out on OTT and everyone's seen it. But nah, again, 4.5 out of 5. Suriya, Pooja Hegde, Sana, Karthik Subbaraj all delivered, and just an amazing
This
film.
is a theater movie.
It
will be good on OTT, but please watch this.
Watch it in theaters.
This is a 100% good. No, not even good, bro. It's
a great excellent
theater
film.
experience.
Tamillo dorikte Tamillo chodandi, Telugulo dorikte Telugulo chodandi. Edo okati chodandi. End of the day chodandi cinema ante.
నేను తమిళ్లో చూసాను.
We saw it in Tamil.
నాకు అర్థం అసలు అర్థం కాదు. కానీ నేను చూసాను ఇంగ్లీష్ సబ్ టైటిల్స్ తో చూసాను. And it was beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful.
But yeah, I think that's it for the review. This is our first movie review. Let us know if you like these movie reviews. We'll do more.
They will be coming because
there's a shit ton of movies coming out in the summer that I'm super hyped for, and we'll be definitely seeing. Let us know what movies that are coming out in the summer that you want to see us do reviews for. We'll do them. And end of the day, go watch Retro in your nearest theaters. We're not sponsored. Obviously, we're too small to get sponsored. But, like, I'm just saying, you gotta watch this film.
No, as a fan of Indian cinema, this is, for the first time in a while, a 100 out of 100 experience, bro.
Yep.
Just go and watch. That's it. We might have gone a little long with this, but I promise you, we are not selling anything short.
Yep. And, yeah, so we filmed this on May 1st. The video will be published May 2nd, so we are watching this on the day it came out with fresh experiences, and we had no other reviews hindering our experiences. We watched this with the fresh eyes. But yeah,
బాగుంటది భయ్యా.
బాగుంటుంది భయ్యా. చాలా బాగుంటుంది భయ్యా.
నిజంగా
బాగుంటుంది భయ్యా.
నిజంగా బాగుంటుంది భయ్యా.
Yeah. All right. Let us know what other movies we should do in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, and peace out.